All right, gentlemen, all right, kings, welcome back to another episode. So, as you can see, I am a real person. I am not some CGI nonsense. Obviously, I don't want to get doxxed and whatnot. Hey, maybe you unsubscribe, maybe you think it's some weird gimmick. I don't know. But, anyways, in today's story, discriminatory or refreshingly honest man, 29, divides opinions with his list of dating deal breakers. As critics say, he will have to reconsider them the minute he turns 30. Obviously, if a guy turns 30, it's not like a woman where her eggs, pardon my piece of crap refrigerator. When a woman turns 30, her eggs turn to dust and all the wrinkles and all that stuff. But as long as a man, you know, hustles at work and keeps in shape at the gym, him turning 30, guys are born into the wall and we have to dig ourselves out of the wall. Women have all their value given to them ahead of time and gradually decline. This is another reason I'm doing the whole let me see if I can do this. The whole kind of like face thing is because when I talk, I'm very expressionate when I talk. Like I said, the whole as women declines thing, that's not something you can just see on a stagnant image. So I'm hoping my visual storytelling, my expression with my hands, kind of gives a little bit more to this content. Who knows if it does or not? You guys are probably thinking, "Hey, asshole, why don't you just actually show your face if you're going to like turn on the camera?" I kind of want to have a little bit best of both worlds. Keep my anonymity, try not to get doxxed, and bring a little extra to the table. But who knows? Maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you guys think I'm a flaming idiot. But hey, you're here, so thank you for coming back. A man, a 29-year-old man has divided opinions on Reddit after sharing his list of things that would stop him from dating a woman. Posting on this Reddit, the user outlined several conditions that would put him off in a relationship. Taking to social media platform, they said, a 29-year-old straight man who has actively dating since I turned 18. In the time, I have met a wide array of women and have constructed a short deal breaker list to help me determine suitability earlier in the dating stage. Hey, nothing wrong because we all learn from our mistakes. Hopefully, if we're smart enough, we learn from our mistakes. Now, this audacity, this, here, I'll hide it a little bit. This atrocious, outlandish list. What do you think it is? Do you think it's things that people have control over or don't have control over? Take a look at this list. This is to think that this divided the internet with this outlandish patriarchal list is absurd because this is the most reasonable list I think you could ever come up as a dating no nos. So the list, this friends who he said was too strict and quite discriminatory. Here it is: has cheated in a past relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. Like they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. Past indications are an indication of future indications. What you did in your past will speak volumes about your future. Tech takes recreational substances on a regular basis. I don't have a problem with that. If you don't want to be kissing an ashtray because you smoke that good, and you have smoked yourself stupid where you can't get up and function, and you're just eating Doritos and Funyuns, and you're killing your brain cells. Who wants to have a baby with someone who smoked himself stupid? Has an incurable love bug, let's say, the itchy scratchies. Well, yeah, when you go down your partner, you give a little mouth to south. You don't want crotch rot. You don't want like, hey, I'm gonna lick my partner, and all of a sudden my teeth are gonna start falling out of my mouth because, you know, toxic vajayjay. I mean, I'll say this same thing for the ladies. If you're going down on your man, you don't want to see all the bumps of his future lovers on his swing swing. So to think that that would divide the internet, like, oh well, you should just accept someone for their past. Like, no, I do not want to be bleeding out of my wiener when I take a piss. Okay, sorry. Is currently in a situationship or has a friends with benefits. Okay, I mean, if you are going to date someone, you want to know that they are your one and only, not one of many. You know, I'm sorry, I don't want to be number one out of eight guys that you texted, like, oh, I guess the seven other guys were busy this weekend, so I'm so glad you made time for me. Ridiculous. Has low standards of hygiene. Like, again, crotch rot. You don't want to be going down to that fish market and getting a whiff of that fish even before they take the clothes off. Like, I'm sorry. If I have to go down on you and my nose starts bleeding afterwards, no, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I accident. Well, I shouldn't say accidentally. I actually did that to a girl as I readjust my oh so inconspicuous disguise. I actually did that to a girl one time. She had a, let's say her thighs were extra thick and where they you didn't get like good ventilation down there. And I gave it one lick and I came right back. I think my tongue was starting to blister afterwards. uh, is a professional, adult worker, whether online or in person. Yeah, same thing with the whole friends with benefits or in situationship. I don't want to date community property because the girls might think like, oh well, I have seven boyfriends. That's seven times the gifts at Christmas and seven times the trips. And if I get attacked, I have seven guys who are going to protect me. But no, it's going to be like that Spider-Man meme where it's like, no, you protect her. She's not mine. She's yours. She's not mine. She's all of yours. And she's not all of ours. She's everyone's. If you belong to everyone, you belong to no one. Has extreme political views. Um, this one, I could take it or leave it. I mean, some people are pro Trump, anti Trump. You know, to me, it's like I just hope whatever president we have does the best job they can for this country, not piss away our tax dollars and funding wars that we're not involved with. Oh, like that's not happening right now. Anyways, um, is a single mother to one or more children. Yeah, here it is. Shocking, I know. Guys do not want to date another. Guys do not want to raise another man's orgasm. Just because you love your children doesn't mean the rest of us need to, okay? Now, I know you want to talk about, oh, little Jimmy's soccer practice and little Susie's dance recital. I don't give a fudge, okay? Just because you love your children doesn't mean the rest of us need to. So keep your children to yourself. I mean, so that's the list. And look at this. Did he say anything? Now, everything in this list is controllable. You can control cheating. You control if you take substances. You control to a certain degree, the itchy scratchy's a love bug. Now, sometimes some accident might happen, and maybe you had a partner that was um, didn't fully disclose their itchy scratchy, so shame on them. But use protection. Currently having multiple partners or an uncommitted relationship, you can control that. Low hygiene, you can control that. Unless you have like some kind of medical thing that you need like antibiotics on. But within reason, you can control it. Is an online spicy worker, can control that. Has extreme political views. To a certain extent, you can control that. Maybe the baby deletion you have a very strong view on, like regardless. So that single mother, the one caveat I'll say to that is if you are a widow, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry because if you married before you carried and you played the game of life right and your partner was taken away, like, firefighter, cop, whatever, you played the game of life right and your happily ever after was stolen from you, I'm sorry. But other than that, if you hook up with Tyrone and Chad and let the hot guy just, you know, dump his baby gravy all inside your cooch and he got a crotch goblin in 9 months, oh, what? Now I need to take care of it? I'm not playing another person's saved video game. No, I want my own video game to play. Okay. And here's the thing. Like I said, everything in here is controllable. What part of this did he say no fat chicks? No, nowhere in this list. Let's see if I can zoom in for you a little more. Or maybe it's maxed out. There it is. Nowhere in this list does he say no fat chicks, no short chicks, no redheads, no broke broads, no boss babes or whatever, no effinists. Like how many times do you go on dating site, dating app? 6 foot and above only. If you under 6 foot, swipe left. If you're under 5'10", you a manlet. Oh, 6 foot kings only, 8 inches only, 100,000 a year plus only. All of these constant demands that from women. And here's the thing: got women have no problem shaming guys who aren't 6 foot tall. I'm not 6 foot tall. I can't like stretch and no, I'm still I don't know what I am, 5'9", maybe 5'10". I am what I am. Would I like to be 6 foot tall? Would I like to be 6'4"? Hell, why not? But here's the thing: women have no problem shaming guys for something they can't control. But the moment a guy shames a woman for being overweight, how dare you, you misogynistic a-hole. Well, now they call it body shaming, right? Well, who's the real body shamer here? A guy who can't control a guy being shamed for not being 6 foot, which is something he cannot control, or a woman being overweight is something that she can control. Think of it this way. Let's say you have someone who's acting like an idiot and you make fun of them for acting like an idiot because it's in their control. But if the moment you were to make fun of someone who is mentally challenged, which is something they have no control over, you would be the biggest a-hole in the entire world and get called out for it. And rightfully so, because that's something they can't control. Just like guys being 6 foot. I can't control me not being 6 foot, but ladies, you can control what you put in your mouth. But like I'm the demon, get the F out of here. Oh, I feel like a mall Santa just constantly adjusting my beard. Maybe I'll just staple it to my face. Um, so yeah, this is the article. Let's see. From being unfaithful in the past to being a single mother, the lengthy list caused surprise among others who felt that he was being too idealistic in his search for the perfect romance. Get the F out of here. Women that want a guy who's 6 foot, 6 figures, 6 inches, six pack. You know, it was like 14 or 15% of the population. That includes every guy is 6 foot. That includes, of different races, of gay, straight and gay. And well, no, we're being the ones that are unrealistic. How dare us? How dare us have any remote of standards? Ugh, the audacity. Patriarchy. One user responded, "No, just be aware the older you are, the more baggage everyone will inherently have." And debatable. I would say that's debatable. If you control I mean, granted, you can only control so many aspects of your life, but if you control your life and kind of shelter yourself to a certain degree and don't take a lot of risks, you're not going to have a lot of baggage. Like I said, some things are out beyond your control. But me, like I don't have any baggage. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I am just me. Another pointed out that every individual has certain flaws in their character. Okay. Meaning compromise and understanding might be important for the original poster to bear in mind. Yeah, tell that to all the hot chicks that are 22 and 23 at the club. I may be 5'6", but I got great personality. They're like, oh, you a friend, you a buddy, short king, little manlet. They say it's also worth considering that compromise is worthwhile sometimes. You know what? I'll say this though. Um, I've gone on dates with girls that perhaps I wasn't the most attracted to, but I always gave them a chance because you never know who might end up surprising you. I've been on some dates with some chicks who are a little on the heftier side. You could say I was going, whale hunting. Yeah, we've all been there, right? Right? I'm not alone, right? Right. um, yeah, some of them, great personalities, absolutely stellar personalities, but just ended up working out because They couldn't get me. They couldn't get me to rise to the occasion, so to say. So you win some, you lose some. I've been with my partner almost 7 years. Does he tick every single box I was looking for when I was originally dating? Probably not. Now, here's what I would ask: was he your first choice, or was it the guys you want didn't want you? And you go, well, crap. Chad and Tyrone and Enrique and Juan and Abdul don't want me. I guess I'll give Bobby a try. And Bobby wasn't like gave you all the tingles, but it's like either I don't get Bobby or I become a crazy cat lady. You know. Third warned, it is unrealistic to expect people to meet every one of your conditions. Tell that to all the girls on the dating apps. They responded, yeah, nobody gets to 30 plus without some baggage. Okay. Uh, no one can live the perfect life. Okay, that's basically the end of the article. So, gentlemen, what do you think? Let me put it back on my ugly mug. Oh, look, he's alive. So, what do you think? Do you think this list was unrealistic? Did it divide the internet? Or do you think this guy was being very, very reasonable because everything in this list was controllable by the individual herself? Anyways, guys, take care, take it easy, and thank you for coming back.